All right, boys and girls, we are here for another episode of the One Pinfall Podcast. I am Ricky. As always, I am here with Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
Daniel Bryan. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. We got John here as our faithful tech guy, I guess you would call it.
Hey, y'all.
Because we don't know shit.
No, not at all.
We don't know shit.
I have trouble with my headphones.
Turn him up in his headphones. So we've been gone for a few weeks.
Have we? I feel like it was just yesterday.
Is it a few? Is it two? It's at least 2 or 3. But we're back. We're back. We're here to give you all our inane ramblings on wrestling and...
We're back.
Yeah. The WWE Universe, local shit, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
And right away, I'd like to say thank you to the people that have contacted me and Ricky about like, oh, we missed One Pinfall. We actually liked what you guys were doing. So I want to say thank you to those people that have reached out to us.
Yeah, I definitely didn't expect anyone to notice.
No, not at all. Except maybe my brother or family members, which it's just like they have to.
Dude, your brother gasses me up so bad every time. I feel like the best podcaster in all of fucking podcasting when I talk to your brother.
He loves Ricky. He was just like, oh my God. And you know what? The funniest thing, the thing he loves the most was the chair that time when it snapped down.
Mio was dying during recording. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Speaking of local shit, me and Dan have gone to 2 local. What was the first one? Pawtucket was what promotion?
That was Big Time Wrestling.
So we did Big Time at the Pawsox Stadium.
Yep.
Wrestling under the fucking stars.
Now, we could tell you a lot about that, but we can't because we don't remember.
Yeah, beers were flowing.
And it was a fucking killer time. That's what we do remember.
Beers were flowing.
We remember Sandman.
Yeah. So we were supposed to see Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer was going to wrestle.
Which we were all happy about.
I was pumped. And I was very sad when I figured out that Tommy Dreamer wasn't going to be there.
Until that music hit.
Until that Enter Sandman.
It's like all of us looked at each other. No way.
And
he's still here.
Yeah, we had been making jokes that fuck with dickheads. We have been making jokes that the Sandman probably just hadn't left McCoy Stadium.
Oh, he got his surgery done last year right in Pawtucket. Stayed there, recuperated till we got back.
He went to the Pabst Blue Ribbon booth and he got his fucking aneurysm cut open.
Yeah.
With the plastic spork.
And you know what I love this time, too? There was a guy following him around with beer. That was great. Because they knew he was going to be there for a while. But who did he go do first?
To us.
That's damn right he did.
Yeah, so that was the other thing we got to talk about, because this is another amazing Sandman contact after the last time, is as soon as he came out, he was right in front of us. He had like 10 or 15 feet, and we were so hammered that we just started the loudest ECW chant ever.
And he turned right around and spotted us on.
Seen Andy in his Sandman shirt.
Right.
And he came up, and he baptized us in the Bud Heavy.
I still have the can.
He came up, and anybody who knows me knows I hate, like, Anheuser-Busch beers.
Yeah.
Bud. And
you gave me enough shit in that at Top Rope.
Yeah, right. But I have never been so happy to be covered in Bud Heavy in my fucking life.
Worth it.
Yeah, totally.
Bucket
100%
list.
worth it. All I can think of is if we had got pulled over on the way home, we were all going to jail.
But you know who you were driving with.
Yeah.
You don't have much experience with, knock on wood big time there, but.
Regardless of you being the sober one, we all reeked like
And I think you remember me even asking you a couple times on the ride home, how am I driving? Because even I'm sometimes like, I'm so into the music that was going too, man. The oldies, the mix CD.
Yeah, well, the mix CDs are another.
Yeah, exactly. That's not wrestling talk. But
did you have one of those, I don't remember the past 30 minutes? Situations behind
luckily, the wheel. that happened during the wrestling matches.
Yeah.
While I was driving,
because that's the other thing. I would like to say that I remember a whole hell of a lot of wrestling underneath the stars with Big Time but I don't.
I don't. And I'm happy about that too. That's nothing against Big Time Wrestling either. I'm sure they put on a great show.
You provided the greatest backdrop for us to be drunken assholes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
We got an ass-to-ass chant going.
Yes, that was awesome.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass. You're like banging the seats and shit.
Hell yeah. That was, I mean, the year before was great. This year was awesome.
Yeah, this year killed it. I will have to say, If anybody hasn't been to one of these shows, this is at McCoy Baseball Stadium. So what they do is they put a ring down on the diamond and they section off like a good amount of the seats. And then everything else is just pretty much free reign for where you want to sit. There were 3 sections. We paid a little bit more than we paid last time to get closer.
But it didn't even fucking matter.
Yeah,
really.
it really did not matter. Every time I go to one of those, I'm always so fucking worried that's going to be sold out or something. And then you get there.
Remember last year we went, and it's like, is it sold out? The guy's just like...
He laughed. He
just laughed at us like it was nothing. It's like, are you kidding me? This is a 5,000 capacity stadium.
Not to mention the fact that we got to see Ric Flair right before he met the precipice of death.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking days before he almost died.
Yeah, right,
we
dude.
got to see Ric Flair.
Right. Or hear him.
Sabu was there.
Oh, that was great. I was really
ECW
excited to
fan.
see Sabu, and he tagged with Sandman.
With the Sandman. So it was my 14-year-old ECW boner was
Oh, yeah, and Andy's was through the roof,
popping.
too.
It was popping. My boner is popping. My boner is cool.
The Steiner brothers were also there, which, who
Yeah.
nothing big. Who else?
To be honest, I don't remember the Steiner Brothers wrestling.
Gilberg was supposed to be there. We missed him.
We did not get a
got there a
Gilbert.
little late because I thought they closed the parking lot and was starting to get very upset until we realized, oh, there's another entrance on the other side. It was blocked off. I'm like, there's no way they're fucking keeping me out of this. And then it's like, oh, take this right. Oh, there's the entrance.
And then the other show we saw, which was Dan might disagree with me. I know he disagreed with me before. Was my favorite show of the summer for Top Rope's. What did they call that?
Top Rope Promotion?
Yeah, was there like a name for that?
Oh, for that? No.
You know, it's like they're doing shouts out to Top Rope. They're doing a Top Rope Roulette on the 29th in Brockton.
No.
At the
VFW.
Yeah.
The VFW.
None of that bullshit low ceiling shit. All right? We getting real. But yeah, they did a...
I would disagree with you, though. I mean, Pawtucket, both times were great. Pawtucket was amazing, though, I think.
Maybe it's because I know the Top Rope guys. You know what I mean? I'm more familiar with the Top Rope roster than I am big time. Not that they
True.
aren't like all
And we both remember wrestling at this one.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not just because it was a week ago.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because I know I wasn't as drunk.
We stayed a lot more sober.
Surprising, too, because Top Rope, big shout out for this. Hard liquor.
Yeah, I got
That was
mixed fucking
awesome.
drinks at a wrestling show.
It's awesome. What? If I wasn't driving, I was like, fuck, I wish I could drink some fucking rum. What'd you get? You got rum, right?
I was getting rum and Coke.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
Rum and Cokes and amateur
I'll take the
wrestling.
Miller Lite, thank you.
Like one day the pearly gates will open and it's just gonna be
Top
that
Rope
stadium with fucking free mixed drinks.
Right? Oh, yeah, because you love their chicken, too.
Oh, dude.
The chicken and fries.
Shouts out to the fucking
Brockton
Rock Stadium
chicken.
and their chicken. It was cheap.
Brockton knows chicken, come on.
Jesus Christ.
There are a lot of chicken places in Brockton, to be honest.
Well,
I'm
what is it?
distancing myself from that.
Is that Five Guys? Is that in Brockton, right?
Five Guys is burgers, man.
Oh, no, what am I thinking of?
Randolph.
The chicken joint in Brockton.
Kings?
No,
Kings?
Kings.
There's a Kings near the...
Either way,
Belmont.
let's get off it. So
Yeah.
So you don't look racist. $6 for a fucking basket of chicken with fries. That's how much of a fat guy I am. I'm gonna talk about it right now and be happy about it. And it was good chicken.
Yeah.
It was good fucking chicken.
But let's get to some really good matches in there.
Yeah, I mean the Devil's Reject in that was like a 5-man match.
Yeah, it was a 5-man elimination match, and he got eliminated early.
No, he was
He didn't win.
No, yeah, I know, but he got eliminated right before the last 2 guys were in it.
Oh, I thought the fat guy beat him.
No.
I thought he got eliminated very early. Like, not early. He was like the 3rd guy eliminated or the 4th guy eliminated.
Oh, you might be right. But they brought out a comically large stop sign.
I thought you were going to mention the other thing that they brought out. Minnie Austin. That was during that match.
So in the vein of fucking Gilbert, there was a midget guy dressed like Steve Austin who just came out and
Stunned a bunch.
just
All of them.
just dealt
All 5 of them. Stunner.
stunned everybody right off the fucking bat. We were going nuts.
As soon as everyone pointed, what's that thing walking into the ring? Because he was literally like so tiny. so small and everything, and
so
it's just like,
mini.
what the hell?
So
And then he was running the
fucking
concession stand later on.
Yeah.
Not the concession stand, but the
Fucking the top rope booth.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
exactly.
Oh,
But I mean,
man.
it was still that was an amazing moment. I went nuts when that happened. I was like, oh my god, this little mini Austin's kicking ass.
People got put through, was it an ironing board?
Oh, yep, the ironing board.
Someone got put
The,
through the
the
ironing board.
giant, the big guy, the size of me, like jumping off the top rope there. That
Yeah.
was insane. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's a big guy doing that. And he did it flawlessly.
That was the one thing they didn't have there that they had at McCoy that I wish they had was the screen going.
Oh, yep.
Like McCoy, like even if you didn't know who the fuck was wrestling, you're gonna look up at the screen. And
Yeah,
it'll tell you.
exactly.
I felt a bit
Armstrong
lost.
versus Goods, all
Right,
that. and
right.
everything. Yeah.
I felt a bit fucking lost. Shouts out to the Devil's Reject for being wicked cool, taking some pictures and shit.
Yeah, why don't you tell everyone what you asked him?
I asked
found out.
I asked him. So I know a bunch of people who claim to know the Devil's Reject. This is like 4 or 5 fucking people. Everybody tells me he's the same dude. He's the singer for a band called For the Worst, or like a skinhead hardcore band
Okay.
around here. Non-racist kids, by the way. Fucking Sharps represent. And everybody tells me that the Devil's Reject is that guy. So, like a fucking asshole, I go out and I ask him, and at first he's just like, no, like people that because I got face paint, I'm in a band. I'm like, no, like,
I have reasoning.
yeah,
unlike those other assholes.
I think you're really in a fucking band. He's just like, no. And then I can't remember who it was. Like Andy, like 5 minutes later, was like, yeah, the guy's name's like something Webb.
Yeah.
Like
Brandon Webb.
Brandon Webb. I
Yeah.
was like, you could have fucking told me that like 10 minutes ago.
I knew
you
that too,
asshole.
but I was just like, I had no clue. But yeah, the Devil's Reject, that was cool.
And I told him, I gave him my thanks for keeping the local shit exciting. And
Yeah.
I want to give that guy a shout out because he really did not think what he did was all that exciting. You know what I mean?
Oh, Devil's Reject?
Yeah, like not that he was like shit talking the match. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's one of those. He's not going to get to do as much as he would in like a singles match. And I let him know, dude. I'm like, dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
That was a great match.
Yeah, that made my fucking night, man.
And I think he was the title holder going into the match.
Yeah,
and
yeah, he lost that
and,
belt.
Yeah, I forget who won.
Yeah,
It was one of the other 5 guys.
It was so cute when I walked up to him. He was talking to a bunch of kids, and they're like, "You're gonna get your belt back, man." I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck right."
It's like, oh, I wish I believed it like that too.
We got to see Gangrel.
Do, do,
So
do,
sweaty.
do.
He
So
was
sweaty,
so
yet you know
sweaty.
that cologne is stuck into our hand.
Wow. He did the blood spit. He gave us
The blood.
the blood.
That was great. I love seeing Gangrel.
But yeah, that's the second or third time in like a year and a half.
Yeah,
we've
we saw him
seen
last year at
Gangrel.
Pawtucket.
Yeah, a lot of Gangrel.
Yeah.
He must live around here, maybe.
He's just available like that too.
No, he's just broke.
Right? Sandman at Pawtucket, Gangrel at Brocken.
Yeah. Well,
It's the chicken.
it's the chicken. They came for the $6 chicken basket. Dude, shouts out to the top rope fucking merch guy who had a bunch of cool shit.
That was crazy. The masks and
Yeah,
everything.
he had really cheap masks.
That's gotta be Kane.
Yeah, Nexus hats.
Yep.
He had a couple Nexus hats.
Yeah.
Really cool Finn Balor jacket.
Even the designs,
Yeah.
like the drawings and stuff like that they had.
Definitely. Tried to grab some top rope merch, but they were out of fat guy certified sizes. Step your game up. Step your game up.
You got one shirt though.
Yeah, I got a Teddy Goods.
You got Teddy
shirt.
Average.
Yeah, fuck you. Ass motherfucker. Teddy Goods is a shit. Speaking of which, Teddy wrestled none other than Chavo fucking Guerrero that night.
Olale.
Orale. And they had a sick match.
Yeah, they did. I was hoping Chavo would win, but
Yeah, not so, my
nah,
friend.
he's the John Cena of top rope.
Not here in
Can't lose.
Not here in top rope country.
Getting the gold shovel and burying everyone.
How high
Especially to Chavo.
How high up in an indie fucking promotion do you have to be to start burying talent?
Yeah,
quote
oh
unquote?
yeah, he's way up there.
This guy's 2 weeks
He
out of
was
lockdown.
known as
Don't-
Teddy Average, and now he is Teddy Goods.
Well, he was the mustache guy before. Do you remember when he was like all about having a mustache?
Oh yes, I do remember. I thought you were talking about the Corey Graves wannabe. at Top Rope there.
Oh,
no. I was like, wait, what about him?
Speaking
He's
of
like
having,
Corey Graves' Joker.
speaking of having drinks in me, I yelled fake Corey Graves at this guy.
The greatest thing I yelled, I feel like, was in the cage match with the tag team when he was going for the door, and I'm, are you the key master? Because he actually stopped. Is like, what the fuck?
I annoyed so many people once we got on the field.
I loved it.
Oh man, because I just
Which we just walked on the field, by the way.
Yeah.
Didn't buy tickets for it.
Yeah,
But we walked right on the field.
I just
Ricky's
acted like
idea.
I was getting a drink and then just walked onto the field.
Yeah, right. It's cool too because you know what? You and Andy had long sleeve shirts on, so you could hide your band too. I'm standing there with a short sleeve, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Just in case they look at that.
They didn't give a fuck.
No,
at
they
that
didn't.
point.
We were standing next to security. Of course, they didn't
Half
give a fuck.
the people left before they even put the cage up.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Oh yeah, because we were even thinking, are they not doing the cage
Motherfucker,
matches?
you got
And
to
how
stay
are
for
they
it.
doing the cage
If
matches?
we got bamboozled with fake midgets, I'm gonna call you out, Top Rope.
the
I'm
midgets.
calling you out on your fake midgets. These motherfuckers was at least 5'2".
You know what Andy said to me? He's like, well, they were the mighty midgets. And I'm like, oh, they can get away with it then maybe. Because they're mighty.
Mighty doesn't stop fucking medical terms, which is 5'10".
Well, it's like,
or
you know,
under.
saying like a gigantic midget. What is that, like 4'11"?
That's a fucking
That's a giant
it's a
midget.
fallacy. It's like jumbo shrimp.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
I hit a nerve. I hit the shrimp nerve.
So,
Fuck it.
I think we can move on from the Top Rope and the great matches. And, you know, like he said, check it out September 29th, right?
I think it's the 29th.
Yeah, it's a Saturday
Well,
this time, right?
just look for Top Rope on Facebook.
The VFW in Brockton.
They do a bunch of good shit all the fucking time.
Exactly. And, you know, if you just want to get drunk and have a good time, get out of the house. Stop doing the same old shit.
And I wouldn't say it's not family friendly, but it's definitely it's more fun than a WWE setting from what I've gathered.
Yeah.
Like if you want to yell, I want to yell. Yeah.
I feel like I'm free at those kind of events. WWE, you are not.
Free as a bird.
That's how Vince wants it.
Danny-
And speaking of
Danny
WWE,
boy, crescendo us into the WWE.
yes. I think we'll jump right into the thing, the big topic that we could talk about the most, the fourth wall that's being broken lately.
Yeah. You want to talk about Roman getting brought to the fucking burn ward like 3 weeks in a row now?
And I wouldn't have to do that purposely.
Well,
Like,
it's like,
he's really just sucking.
No. Basically, what? Not literally, but basically, what's happening is for the first 30 minutes of Raw for the past 2 to 3 weeks, he comes out and John Cena lambasts this motherfucker with some seriously personal shit. For instance, Roman Reigns failed a wellness test.
That was awesome this week. I was like,
really?
nice.
So he fails a wellness test, and what does Cena say? Consider me a drug test. Because you ain't getting past
You're
me.
not gonna pass.
Yeah, you're not
you
gonna
ain't.
pass.
Yeah, I think it's exactly how you said. You ain't getting
nice.
past me.
But and the worst part about it is watching Roman flounder.
Yeah,
I don't know about
man.
you. It's so awkward.
You know what? I'm wondering how WWE's feeling about that because he is the golden boy for them now,
And he's sucking
and
ass.
he's terrible. I mean, they
Yeah.
have to have him win,
Because it's always like
which I don't agree with either. But they have to have him win.
his comebacks are always like some 16-year-old kid's like, you would be looking at my nuts.
Yeah, right.
After John Cena just rips apart his entire
Right.
life. Just
And
like
I love that
eviscerates
though.
his
It's
career.
finally starting to get personal again, and I miss that about some of the storylines.
Riddle me this, though. How the fuck does Cena call Roman corporate?
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel
Some
like
of the
he
stuff
is-
I'm just like, wait a minute, what the hell are you talking about, John?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty of times that Cena's talked a bunch of shit and then goes and does the same exact shit he was just talking shit about.
Basically,
He made fun of The Rock for how many years, and now he's doing the same thing. He's going to Hollywood.
the part-time shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, fucking, it's so weird because when I first, obviously people know, like, I just started watching wrestling again like 3 years ago.
Get out.
So I've never loved John Cena.
No.
I've never,
I only liked him, and that's when he was a thug.
the Thugonomics.
With the chain.
But I've never been a big fan. So, like, him getting titles and shit, it's like Brock to me. You know what I mean? Like it's either come here and wrestle or like give somebody else to fucking talk. And I know that's not all their fault either. That's production.
And Cena
writing
back in the
shit.
day, he was always around. He was never. He had good 10 years where it's like he was on the road as much as anyone else.
Right.
But he was in luxury on the road. But
as time goes by, I get more and more respect for John Cena.
John Cena, the person, I cannot respect more than I already do because of what
Right.
he does. Like, he is corporate, but he's like the best corporate they've ever had. He's better than Stone Cold, better than Hulk Hogan.
Hulk.
Like, those are the three icons, of the generations.
About to have some Hulkamaniacs at your door.
Oh, I was a Hulkamaniac until Undertaker came around, and then I was like, bury his ass.
But yeah, so like this is like 2 or 3 weeks of this straight personal shit.
And it's great. I am loving it. And I think I said it to you or someone else. I was like, I hate John Cena, but I am loving what they're doing right now with him.
He's a motherfucker on the mic.
Right? And I mean, I know he's gone after the next pay-per-view. He's gone for until 2018. Him and Brock Lesnar, you're not going to see again this year. And it's like, okay, pretty obvious what's going to happen then of the stuff.
Not to like skip. I can't wait till fucking Brock is gone.
It's going to happen at the pay-per-view because let's jump right into it. Braun Strowman. Man, I love this guy.
I don't even watch wrestling. I already get the vibe that Brock has just lost his flavor entirely.
I've never been like, speaking of for a guy who doesn't like Roman Reigns, one of my favorite matches is him and Roman. Like that's just a straight fucking brawl between two.
Brock?
Brock, yeah.
You like that match?
Yeah, it wasn't to me. I liked
at Mania
match.
or
was it Mania?
No, that's the only one time I think they versed 1-on-1, right?
But it was like a fight, like you know what I mean.
A fight of like 4 moves. 4 each, so 8.
There was a full,
they matched Kevin Owens after 20 minutes.
There was a full fucking A match. But yeah, the table onto Brock Lesnar.
With Strowman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was great. The 3 of them, right?
I'm like,
or the 2.
I just wish he's like the announcer, like fucking. I was like, just never pull him out from underneath it. Can we just leave him there? Like, we'll just pack everything up around it and just leave Brock under that table and wherever the fuck they
But WWE loves Brock because he still draws. And that's what sucks.
Yeah, you get all the weird UFC people who like come through for no reason. Yeah.
Or people that like, oh, I remember him back in 2002. Brock Lesnar in 2002 is completely different. He was a wrestler then. Now he's just a bully.
I've never watched a bunch of older Brock Lesnar.
See, they're not bad either. Check them out sometime. Maybe that'll be one of our classics. I can find one good with him. I mean, him and Angle at WrestleMania, that was insane.
I almost watched Lesnar for Heyman, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm a Paulie Heyman.
Oh,
dude.
you know what? You'd love when he turns on him then.
Yeah, okay.
That would be pretty good. I don't want to...
He's been talking shit lately. You ever notice?
Oh, Heyman?
Like, yeah, it's
a well, he's saying if everyone else can talk shit, I'm going to talk shit.
For real.
Paul Heyman's waiting to talk shit. He's got so much shit out of his mouth, he's been talking about it, but holding it back. And I love Heyman, too. He's awesome. And he's a missing piece. That's why Brock actually works now, because he can't talk. He never could talk before.
Yeah.
He needs a mouthpiece.
And from what I've heard, Heyman was like an integral part of pushing Brock in the beginning, as it was. So.
Oh yeah, when he first came,
he wanted to make his like weird hybrid. He's not a manager. He's a mentor.
Yeah, it's like no,
Mister.
I'm an advocate,
dude. If anyone out there likes podcasts, I recommend listening to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. That guy's.
You talk about the one they had recently? With Heyman?
They did a whole episode on Heyman not too long ago. That guy's impression of Heyman makes me like piss myself laughing. Like, Mr. McMahon, allow me another volley. I'm like, oh my god.
That guy's crazy. The voices he did in WWE as Brother Love and all that shit.
Oh my god.
And then does that kind of stuff.
That podcast is straight magic though.
Yeah.
So many cool stories.
Right.
So many cool stories.
So let's see. The women's division on Raw lately, lackluster to me. I mean, it's been lackluster since
the Switch.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
And it sucks too. It's weird too because I mean, not to jump to SmackDown, but like I care about the SmackDown division more. And Charlotte's not been around the last like month because of her dad.
Right.
So it's like, wait a minute. Even without Charlotte, I like SmackDown. Why? And it's like I have no. I think Alexa's good. I think Nia Jax is good.
I feel like Money in the Bank has a lot to do with the exciting.
Oh, that's the least person I care about too on SmackDown for the women.
Yeah, but I feel like they're giving Natalya a weird off chance, because she's just gonna get a snatch from her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I know you're like me; you're a big Natalya fan.
Yep, she deserved it. And
exactly.
Everything.
I wanted to see her get.
I mean, I Naomi. I'm surprised they stopped Naomi, mostly because I heard about like the merchandise for the belt they were selling. Her glow belt was huge, and I was like,
really?
"Oh, they're not gonna get rid of her as the champ then, or otherwise it's gonna be like." Well, what's the glow belt for?
Everybody gets the neon glow.
Yeah, right. I mean, I got one, but
dude, I'll make my
Team
own.
Blue
For a bucket of nickels, man.
But let's see. So Raw. Let's talk about 205, huh? Yeah. Fast forward.
How about this? How about Cena versus Jason Jordan?
Oh.
How do you feel about like this? I feel like this is a big, quick push for
Jason Jordan
for Angle's son.
Oh yeah. Yes, Jason Jordan Angle. He's getting pushed very fast. But I mean, from what I heard, he was gonna get pushed faster. Like at SummerSlam, they had talks of him fighting Miz for the title and winning. And I was like, whoa.
I see dreams, baby. Huh?
Yeah, right. But I was just like, you know what? They have to turn him bad because no one is caring about him, and he's getting booed.
Yeah, it's sad to me because he's a fucking skilled wrestler. As a grappler and a guy who likes real collegiate wrestling, that guy's skilled.
Exactly.
He's a fucking athlete.
And yet he's already buried before as soon as they announced him as that, it was just like,
that was so funny. Yeah, that was not the way to repackage yourself and come back.
Not at all.
Shouts to Gable. They just gave him another black guy.
Oh, yeah, Chad Gable. Yeah.
They're like, we're just going to give him
there's
another
nothing wrong
black
with
guy.
Shelton Benjamin, though. I love Shelton Benjamin.
So, a friend of mine, we're all over the place. This is such our signature.
I'll get us back to Raw, but finish your statement.
This is such our signature. A friend of mine, the night Shelton Benjamin came back, was like, dude, real cool older wrestler came back.
Yep.
Definitely check out tonight's episode and check out some of his older stuff. And I went back and did it. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because
you watched some of him with Charlie Haas and shit like that?
It made me excited for like him and Gable. Because Gable's...
he's added a few muscles. He's gotten a little bigger, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, definitely.
Not to get off topic like we were talking about.
But I feel bad. Like, I really thought they were going to give Gable a nice little push there. Like, he had a couple really impressive...
AJ and Kevin Owens matches, those were really good.
And then to have them go on Twitter and shit later on and praise him, you know what I mean, at how good he was. I really thought we were going to get a big...
Vince McMahon put his foot down right away, was just like, he's little. No. He doesn't like little guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I loved American Alpha too, though. So I was
Especially
so bullshit.
A good tag team, and you splitting them up for what?
Yeah, exactly.
To bury one guy and see the bright spot that the other guy is, and then be like, yeah, let's put you back with this black guy.
And not even really use him well, because like you said, he's not going over.
No, not at all.
But yeah, Cena and Jordan. I was surprised they let Jordan give Cena this much of a problem, or rather, Cena let.
But I'd say he gave Roman a bigger problem this week.
Yeah, true.
I mean, both matches were good. I was like, wow, this is actually good. And like you said, I knew Jason Jordan is a good wrestler. You know, he just has to be smooth about it.
Exactly.
And he is pretty smooth, body wise and wrestling.
He's sleek like a fucking.
He's got
otter.
that smooth angle. Get it?
and I feel like it just takes away from Jason Jordan again that his matches are stuck in between this weird fucking feud between Roman and John.
Yeah, right? He's like the third wheel.
Exactly.
It's like whoever wins gets my hand after the match.
He's the guy who showed up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But let's see.
I did like that Cena match, though.
Yeah. It was good.
I liked it.
My boy hasn't been getting a lot of attention besides coming out and playing his guitar and Kalisto coming out to fight him. When are they going to give Elias a push?
But did you not notice his songs are so over now?
Oh, yeah, they're good.
They were clapping and shit.
I know.
Whole...
The fans are cheering now when he says, "Who wants to walk with Elias?"
Dude,
now it's,
yeah.
And I'm like, finally people are walking with me and Elias. But come on, Kalisto.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, maybe he can get in another feud with Finn Balor after the Bray Wyatt crap ends, which has to end soon. Please end that soon. I hope this is the last match between the two of them.
Oh, there's no demon now.
Yeah, right? Oh, don't get me started with what he did on Monday night.
Oh,
I was so You know how many hours that man spends on that makeup?
and he does his own makeup.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're talking about Goldust, by the way. If nobody fucking...
I felt like that's unmasking like a luchador.
Oh my god, I said the same shit to my wife. I was like, yo, you do not fucking wipe gold. And she was like, why are you so pissed off? I'm like, dude, that would be like ripping a lucha's mask off.
Exactly.
And my wife is cool enough to know how serious that is.
Yep.
She's like, oh shit, okay.
And it's true though. It's like, are you kidding me?
And you also realize how much he looks like his fucking father.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
him
Oh,
without
yeah.
makeup on.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to skip back to John Cena for 5 seconds because this is something I always ask people who like wrestling, and they can never really explain. It's the ridiculousness of the 5-knuckle shuffle. The fact that it's called the 5-knuckle shuffle. This is a PG-13 company, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they get away with calling it the 5-knuckle shuffle.
What's wrong with that?
It's masturbation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking about jerking off, man.
Sometimes I pull my thumb back so you know it's only 4.
Oh my god, the 4-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you're gonna get carpal
You gotta
tunnel
play
like
on
that.
the top of the head.
You're gonna get fucking carpal tunnel. Like
Gonna?
Doesn't have to worry
Okay,
have to
but
worry about losing the
no,
thumbs.
that's true. I mean, I thought you talked about how the move is just pathetic, anyways, in
Yeah,
itself.
yeah. Well,
I know that's his his people's elbow, basically.
I love that you bring up people's elbow because I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that there was that era of ridiculous finishing moves like that.
Yeah.
Like that were basically all born out of just trying to make the Undertaker break character during dark matches and
Right.
shit.
Oh, I love that shit.
Speaking of like bad, like old fucking people they're burying, watching Cesaro and Sheamus versus Rhino and Slater. First of all, Rhino's built like a 40-year-old mom right now.
And he can still move, though. I'm impressed with Rhino.
I mean, don't take
and
me,
I love the gore.
Don't get me wrong. All respects to Rhino because I don't ever want to meet that guy in person and have him know that I said he was built like a 40-year-old woman.
He's Tasmanian devil.
He would just like rip me in half.
And I mean, Heath's got kids.
yeah, he's got 12 of them.
Yeah, and they're burying him.
Yeah.
They're burying him and the kids.
But that sucks because they were getting such a push. Heath Slater was the I got
Huge.
kids shit was fucking
Right,
huge.
exactly.
And I feel like they just randomly stopped using
It's like,
it.
why did you bring him to Raw? Just to bury him? He was doing good on SmackDown.
They do that to everybody.
Because now, what's on SmackDown? You got 2 tag teams, basically, and that's it. But we can get to that.
Yeah. Oh, don't even.
Oh, hey, but still, I got good things about them this week.
Street match.
But the tag team division, I feel like they feud too long on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like, I like Cesaro.
I just feel like it's the same people.
But I told you, I hated Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins together from the beginning.
You know what though?
I hate it.
I liked their commentary. They were cracking me the fuck up.
So, yeah, I wasn't even listening to them much because
Like,
I like both of them too.
Ambrose is talking about how they hunt like velociraptors or something. He had me
Jesus.
fucking.
So he's going complete lunatic.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just waiting for him to go complete lunatic and turn on Seth. He has to be the one that nails him in the back with a chair this time or something.
Yeah. See, that's what I never got to experience the Shield shit. I got to go back and watch, like, I guess. I went back and watched, like, a bunch of NXT shit, and, like, it just gets, trying to watch current wrestling and watch old wrestling.
You know what's
and
going to
shit.
happen.
You know me, like, I'm fucking watching WWE, but I'm watching New Japan.
Yep.
I'm watching DDT Pro. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? So I'm watching Lucha Underground and shit. Like, I don't have time to go back
Sexy
right now.
Star and everything.
Don't mess with my bitch Rosemary. I love Rosemary.
Right.
Courtney Rush. That's fucked up. You
That
want to
was
talk about
fucked
that?
We can.
Do we talk about that?
What a bitch.
Yeah, so Sexy Star is a luchadora.
You're up on that.
She wrestles for Lucha Underground. She also wrestles for AAA.
AAA, yep.
And then that's Mundials or something like that. So they were doing one of their shows down in Mexico, and Rosemary, who's an Impact wrestler, granted, like I only really know about Rosemary from the Deleted Decay shit. So,
Oh, yep.
but They had a match, and Sexy Star put Rosemary in an armbar and jerked the fick out of it.
And she wasn't even pissed at Rosemary. She was feuding with the other woman there. What the hell is it? I forget the other girl that was in the match, like Shani or something like that.
Yeah. So she takes it out on Rosemary and really fucks this girl's arm up. And she's tapping and screaming and shit. And
she's in actual pain like any of us would be. It's like, okay, you took it too far.
And then it devolves into this whole...
I just hate how it was a work.
Yeah, it was a work.
And then the other one just like, fuck that.
No, it wasn't.
Look
my
at
arm
this.
fucking hurts.
I cannot feel my arm. No, it's okay. She's fine. I am not fine.
Yeah, but that's fucking crazy.
And I forget who got pulled into that too. What wrestler got pulled into that? From I think he's from Lucha Underground too. He's with Rosemary sometimes. I forget who it is.
No.
Who was with him? Who was with Rosemary?
I know people were shitting on Vampiro, who's like
and he was backing her up though, wasn't he?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Which is the other thing I'm thinking.
I love Vampiro,
she's like a big part of Lucha Underground, so I'm wondering how that will affect her standing.
She's not a star in my opinion.
Dan's just not going to stand
That's just one man's opinion. You know what grinds my gears?
It's fucked up. It was fucked up.
Yeah. And it's just like, you can't even admit that you fucked up.
The awkward Hardy promo before the Intercontinental Championship.
I thought we could go a podcast without mentioning that name, but...
sorry, I got to do it to you.
Wow.
Which was like...
But yeah, that was
such a filler match.
Yeah, and you know what? That like you said, that promo before.
So fucking awkward.
What the hell is that? What are they doing?
Either let Matt go with this weird Awoken thing.
Did you not like? Did you like my idea? I thought that would have been cool this past Monday night. Did you get my message? Like I said, you know what would have been cool if the Hardys had Awoken at the end of Raw and beat the shit out of Seth and Dean.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if you want to make them weird, but let us understand that it's them, not the Hardys. It's going to be Broken or Awoken Matt and Awoken Jeff. Brother Nero. I'm sure they can call him Brother Nero. That's his fucking name.
Dude, Miz's kicks.
So Miz in general, man, is moving up my wrestling rank very fast. Not only because of his promos, which with Enzo this week, another fourth wall, you know, breaking it and everything. But the Miz has impressed me so much, and I hate that I like him. But he's in my top 5 right now.
I liked Miz when he was on Road Rules and he was just like getting drunk.
Yeah, leaving the fridge open and everything, and being like, the Miz. I'm the Miz. I'm gonna be a wrestler someday.
The Miz was just when he blacked out.
Right. Wish I put some money in his stock for becoming a wrestler. I've been like, yeah, that's probably like 1,000 to 1.
All right, the fucking smackies.
Oh no, hey, you know, why don't we talk about Enzo and that fourth wall a little bit? How they brought up the whole and I like how Miz brought himself in too. Though he was just like, I was where you were.
Right? Yeah.
You should be looking for me for help.
I was fucking changing in a closet for 4 years until
someone was just like, dude, get over it. Fucking Christ!
You just come in here and change.
Right? Who was it? Angle? No, it wasn't Angle.
No, it was
Who was it? You told me.
Was it the Undertaker? Maybe.
Maybe it was the Undertaker. The Voice.
But it was Benoit, right? Who he pissed off.
Yep. That was one. That was one. He pissed off a couple people.
He pissed off Benoit. Benoit kicked him out of the locker room, and then Benoit killed himself.
Yeah, just imagine Benoit kicking you out of somewhere and being like, "Go ahead, try to come back in."
Yeah, I know.
You don't know what I'll do.
He's like, "I'll climb up on this fucking locker.
I'll take myself out to take you out."
Oh man.
R.I.P. But
Smackies.
SmackDown, my show. But not for long, I've been told.
Yeah, I'm really digging the SmackDown.
Because it's dynamite.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
The match quality these last couple of weeks has been fucking top notch.
Pay-per-view quality matches.
I'm easy, son. Easy.
Oh, come on. You kidding me?
Pull the reins back.
Got AJ versus Kevin.
Pull the fucking reins back.
Not this week. This week, no. Although that tag team match was insane. I had some arguments against that street fight match, but that was a great tag team match.
How about we talk about Amy Schumer's boyfriend?
Oh, see, I think we're going to argue here. You don't like it, right?
Dolphy Ziggler, dude, that's fucking dumb.
I feel bad. Like I said, I feel bad for him because they have nothing for him. But when he
But
came
to
out
make
as
him
Ultimate Warrior, I was dying laughing.
With the Ultimate Warrior's
that
wife.
was
in the
hilarious.
audience.
Exactly.
I'm gonna.
You know they asked
I'm gonna
her.
insult your dead husband.
Right? But I was cracking. I never liked the Ultimate Warrior back in the day. I didn't like him
that
at
guy
all.
was just juiced.
He
the
was.
fuck
You could
out.
tell, and I just.
Yeah.
That's it's like okay.
His promos were like. That was like that guy needs.
The only guy that had worse ones was Sid Vicious.
But I just. If it wasn't like one after another, the entrances, it's.
I liked his
old.
Shane entrance too.
You
That
know
was
what I
good,
mean?
good timing.
Yeah, yeah.
And even when he came out dancing and everything.
Watching him and Kevin Owens.
Thank you, Mr. Ziggler. Thank you.
Yeah, like.
Like
Give
business
each other,
partners.
give each other compliments.
Yeah, right? Oh, how you doing tonight, Kevin? You look slim.
He's like, what do you say? But you're not Shane because you have talent and you work here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Mr. Owens. Thank you. Everyone, Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, but just making his new character, just that he is a salty bitch.
Yeah.
It's just kind of...
See, I was reading somewhere that I like the idea, too. Like, there was this old wrestler. He was terrible, but Kozlov, Vladimir Kozlov for WWE. 2008, 2007, maybe. I'm not too sure in the years, but they had him. He was a heel, but they had him just come out, no music, no lights, just a spotlight walking down to the ring. That's perfect for Ziggler, I think. Just be like, I don't give a... If they're playing it as he doesn't give a fuck, play it as you don't give a fuck. You know what? Have him be a guy that breaks the fourth wall in a different way as, like, you know, someone body slams him and he just gets up and it's like, are you kidding me? Make it look like wrestling is a joke.
Yeah, it's like that crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, speaking of mid-card buried fucking wrestlers, Sami Zayn in English.
Oh, man.
Like, what the fuck? Poor Sami Zayn.
Poor Sami Zayn. He gets to hear the beautiful music of Aiden.
fuck?
I am the Shakespeare.
Do you think Gotch would still be around if he didn't say some racist shit backstage?
No.
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 No?
No.
You don't think it...
But yeah, as far as Sami Zayn, though, that's what happened.
Poor Sami.
He came over with high hopes to SmackDown, and he's been just... Why, though? He didn't do anything. I haven't seen or read anything. No bad matches.
Yeah, I don't fucking
Is it
know.
just too much talent on SmackDown?
There's too much talent.
I mean, once
on
Ginderoids gets off the throne, he's going to go back down to the bottom, I think, eventually.
Don't hinder the gender.
Oh, Jesus. But, you know, we were talking about the fourth wall, and something I wanted to bring up with Vince McMahon and Owens. Reading Rainbow sucked.
I can do anything. Fucking take a look. It's in a fucking book. Fucking Reading Rainbow.
What is... Oh. I wonder where those kids are now. Lost in space.
LeVar Burton? Was that his name? LeVar Burton? I know it was LeVar something.
I didn't watch
Yeah,
that.
fuck you guys.
SmackDown. So, give me reasons why you're liking it.
Like I
What
said,
matches?
The matches, that shit is fucking top notch. Even the feuds, I will say this, like getting Shane back involved with him and KO, like that shit is just drawing me back in.
And getting personal.
The American title being like the open challenge every week.
Needs to see more people go for the title, though, too.
Yeah, but I like that that's back like that.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just
Let's
like
hope it stays.
yeah, we're not going to do this every fucking 30 days.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see Baron Corbin interfering in every single one of the matches. Like, no, I want to see, like, I know AJ's going to win. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
But I want it to be like, oh, it's a clean fight. No, this isn't a Ginderoids match where it ends without him actually winning clean.
Like I said, Natalia's getting her props.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm seeing someone I like.
What about the tag team division? How do you feel about that?
Now,
I'll expand it to matches and the back scene stuff of Breezango. But first, the matches.
the Breezango shit is flawless, bitch.
There was none this week, right? Did I? Okay, I was hoping I didn't miss it.
That's just flawless, bitch.
I am
watch
pissed
that.
what they're talking about. Who it is? They finally talked about someone that is probably gonna be the Attackers.
Is it going to be bad? Is this as bad as the last one?
It's bad.
Uh,
Primo and Epico.
oh, God.
I'm like, what is wrong with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan? What is wrong with the Authors of Pain?
Primo and fucking Evigo.
Why
John,
are we trying to do that
I just
again?
want to explain this to John. Their shtick is that they're Puerto Rican timeshare salesmen. Like, so they have like pamphlets and shit. For,
And
like,
they've failed 3 other times. They have failed under like different personas and everything. 3 different times.
3 different
But
times.
now,
And this is their 4th time, and it's like, you're not giving up on them?
But now
I thought they
Yeah.
gave up anyway.
they really want you to buy timeshare.
Terrible, though.
That's fucking
But the
horrible.
tag team match this past week...
They should just give them creative. Have you ever watched
Oh, yep.
the online shit
Yep.
that they record just themselves? It's like completely all them.
Yeah.
Like Dango and Breeze do some crazy shit. Like was it Southpaw Wrestling?
Yeah.
You ever watch that
Oh,
shit?
man.
Dango
I
is the
just caught on
fucking-
to that
yeah.
recently. I'm like, that is awesome.
I think they should do the same shit with the Fashion Files. Just let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Because they're both fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah. Breeze, that was one of the brightest.
Do you feel like that tag title is going back and forth way too much? That it's like not even.
There's a point to it. I've read that they want them to break the record. New Day. Not by this year, but they want them to have the most title reigns ever of a WWE tag team. They already have the most days in a row. Because I think right now the Hardy Boys or the Dudley Boys have the most tag team titles.
Okay.
And they want them to beat the other. Whichever, they want the New Day to beat whichever's in the lead.
Right.
The Hardys or the Dudley Boys. And I'm like, okay, but I don't like they've been doing that with a couple of titles, like the Women's Raw title.
Yeah.
It switches
Right,
back
right,
and
right.
forth like that. And I get it now. Like, I didn't understand. Like, Sasha's never defended it successfully. I never knew that. I'm like, oh, shit, that's right. She always lost it her first title defense.
Right.
And I'm like, fine, that's fine. But don't put it, like, within 2 months, the title changes 4 times.
That's right. Yeah. I mean.
It's like, do it once. Make it one, and make it on a Raw, for God's
And
sake.
I love the Usos, and I love the New Day, but
Yep, and I love their new attitude, how they're heels now and
Yeah.
everything. It's like, okay, cool.
But
And they
it's-
work great together, that tag team.
yeah. But like, let's get another fucking team.
But
in
I
here.
do want to say, I do not call it a street fight if you don't leave the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that. You should be in the back room. You should be out of the arena.
It's just a no DQ match.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
yeah,
fine.
that pissed me off. We're gonna get Shane O'Mac and Kevin Owens
Yes.
in a Hell in a fucking Cell.
Yes. But we should also talk about a 71-year-old man getting his ass kicked.
Oh fuck!
And taking it like he's 41. 71's the new 41, apparently. You know?
You beat me to it.
It's just like, are you kidding me? And
Yeah,
you know,
you took a headbutt to the fucking face.
right? And
And a
that
savage
I don't
frog
I
splash.
didn't see, maybe, there was a razor passed to Vince. He didn't blade himself. It's like that was an actual like headbutt that cut him open. I was surprised by that. I'm like, wow, he's bleeding pretty. Oh, he is 71 and he bruises pretty easily, but
Bruised like a peach.
yeah, right.
Bruised like a
But
peach.
I was like, holy shit, he headbutted him. He's cut open. Nope, it didn't stop there. He punches him a couple times, kicks him a couple times, then he
frog splash.
soup kicks him, and then the frog splash from a 275-pound man on a 71-year-old man. Crazy that he can still do that. And I like how someone called it a stone cold attack by Kevin Owens. I'm like, for a 71-year-old guy, yeah. Because if it was a stone cold attack, he would have done this pop-up powerbomb first. But you know what I wish? I wish they got a little more fourth wall with Vince and Kevin Owens. You know what I read, and I absolutely loved, and I hope I don't think Vince will do it, but I wish Kevin Owens was like, is this how you run your company, Vince? Oh my God, no wonder CM Punk left. That would have got the crowd right away like, oh, Vince, suck it.
Yeah,
We saw Billy Gunn too, by the way.
we did see that.
Speaking of suck it.
Mr. Ass.
Yeah, right. But anyways, I want them to go fourth wall with Shane and Owens. Like, bring in Owens' family too. He always talks about how he's fighting for his family and fighting for his kids. Be like, oh, Kevin, how you gonna feed your family if I beat you and kick you up? Blah blah blah. All this crap. Get more personal. I like that. That's what they did back in the day. Even if it was stupid storylines of fake brothers fighting with Kane and Undertaker.
Setting each other on fire.
Right? Exactly. All that crazy shit.
But yeah, we're gonna see a fucking crazy Shane McMahon spot.
What are we gonna get though? It can't be as bad as the one with Undertaker.
Yeah.
Did you watch that WrestleMania?
Yeah.
And how you saw the airbag underneath come out and it's just like that table just got hit and was like Wait, I mean, it's still bad fall.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as like a Mick Foley fall.
Right, exactly. It's not
But
like
I can see
putting
something.
a tooth through your face.
Yeah. You know, I mean, maybe, see, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, Kevin Owens isn't going to powerbomb him off the top of the cell.
Through the cell.
Through the cell, you think so? That was the most painful, Mick Foley said, when he went through that. But that's also because of the chair that followed him and knocked his fucking tooth into his nose.
Oh, Jesus. That's
But that I'm excited for. You know what? I'm more excited. The next pay-per-views, I'm actually excited for. But there's a couple things I need. I need people to be, like, spotted more. If it means making Fatal 4-Ways, I want Ty Dillinger more. I want Breezango to fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say
have a match.
I was gonna say to you, Ty. We've seen Ty for the first time in months.
Yeah, they actually gave him a match
weeks.
with AJ instead of like a 3-minute match that AJ wins like that.
It was him and Corbin too, right?
Yep, Corbin and him had a match too.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, I felt
But
like
is that taken away from Sami Zayn?
Well, I mean, what's the storyline between having him and Zayn go?
No, you see, Zayn's storyline was Kanellis. And we don't know what's going on with his drug problem there and
that
everything.
dude's in rehab.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? We talked about that, and then he showed up that
himself.
SmackDown night, too. I was like, I thought he was in rehab.
Did he wrestle, though?
No, he just showed up and talked about his rehab, actually, a little bit.
Right it is.
And then Maria got into it with Sammy, I think. I'm burning up with your love, your love.
There was a nut shot in that fucking Baron Corbin, Ty Dillinger shot.
Yeah.
There's not enough nut shots anymore.
No.
I was watching some Attitude Era shit the other day.
It's in every match.
Not to talk about like not being able to watch old wrestling and then talk about watching old Raw, but there was a whole lot of nut shots back then. Like you just fucking cracker.
As soon as the referee's checking on you, you just kick your leg back and boom, there it is.
Exactly.
And then the thumb to the eye and all that
But
shit.
hey,
I love that.
Hey, shots to the nuts. Welcome back.
And thanks for being here.
Welcome back.
I didn't like it when Undertaker did it though.
But yeah, Ty looked a bit dominant over Corbin for a bit, and he got a good match out of AJ too.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see my guy Ty.
It's just gonna get a lot tougher because don't forget Bobby Roode just got added to SmackDown. This past SmackDown too, there was no Roode, there was no Nakamura. And I hate what they did with Nakamura and Jinder Mahal. Did you watch that?
Did you watch Nakamura and Orton?
That was a good match.
That was a good match, but it was so funny. And how many fucking times are they going to cut to the skybox of Jinder Mahal's stupid fucking face with the Singh brothers?
That's what they do with the champ. But, I hated that, the whole thing with Nakamura this week. Like, the fans were supposed to be, like, booing when they showed these pictures. Everyone was cracking up with all those pictures they showed of Nakamura looking like he's shitting. It's just like, everyone's cracking up, and they're like, WWE didn't want that. They didn't expect that.
It's like, listen, these are the reasons we like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Right, exactly. I don't care about his speech. I care about his wrestling. So let him wrestle, too, because sometimes they hold him back.
So I kind of want to talk about him and Orton. I felt like we got a lackluster Orton out of that match.
Yeah, but I mean, it
was a decent match.
I feel like sometimes Orton, when he doesn't get his push, he's kind of a little prissy bitch.
He's salty.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to lie.
I mean, there's been times that, he wasn't, like, being pushed, and he just, like, took his bags and went on, like, a vacation, been like, I just need time away.
Yeah.
And it's just like, not time, I mean, which they deserve. I'm not saying they don't. But, he'd be like a spur of the moment, kind of like 5 days off. And it's just like, what?
Yeah.
You're supposed to appear here, here, here. Well, that's why it says card subject to change. It's like,
there was a lot of cool RKO counters in that.
Yeah.
He was countering them all. They was coming out of nowhere, and he was countering
the triangle choke, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a sick one. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even see how he did that.
Yeah, I like seeing Shinsuke as like a number one dude, but I just don't see it lasting.
I hope. I want him to get the title.
I don't see it lasting.
No?
Lasting. Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's my guy. I'd love to. Because you know what? I think it will last.
You think so?
I think Nakamura has the title by Royal Rumble, and we get AJ and Naka at WrestleMania.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that's going way ahead, but...
You got a half a pack of Rolaids going in my pants over there.
But, maybe have AJ win the Royal Rumble.
Hey, now.
That's what I mean. Like, he wins the Rumble, Naka wins the title. Maybe whoever is, like, the last matches, if it's the Rumble match, the other guy comes out and just looks at him like, It's the stare down we've been
WWE
waiting for.
Dan Moscato, he's on Facebook. Find him. He's gonna write all your fucking.
I can give you
your
stories.
storylines.
I can have you ready for the next 5 years.
We're going back to the Attitude
Triple
Era.
H, call me. You know my number. We met at Motorhead concert once.
Oh God. We're gonna go back. What the fuck? What else you want to talk about?
You want to throw some NXT in there? I mean, Pete Dunne versus Wolfgang last night. Did you check that out? That was a good match. Again, I don't understand why this guy's not on NXT like every other week, if not every week.
I feel like they're pushing that new all those Ring of Honor dudes in that stable there.
Riley, Fish, and
Right. I feel
Cole.
like they're pushing them.
CFO, as they're called now.
Yeah.
I was like, what a gay name.
No.
What a dumb name.
What was the other fucking name I heard for this stable? It's like
It was something they were
Era?
called a different stable in ROH, but I forget the name.
Whatever.
But
But I feel like they're just shoving them down our throats.
which I don't mind. I want something like, them versus Sanity. That'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, but
We've talked about stables and trying to get them back.
yeah, no.
Now 3 isn't a stable to me, but
3 is the loneliest stable that you ever
right,
did.
3's company. That's all it is.
I thought it was out of place for that UK championship.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I want more of Pete Dunne and the UK though.
Let the UK boys do their thing.
Right?
You know what I mean?
It's
They
like,
don't get enough time.
And that's nothing against NXT people. I want to see Velveteen Dream. That is awesome.
Oh, man.
I want to see, the women's division. I still care about that. I mean, even without Asuka, who, hopefully,
I was ready to cry. I was ready to
when
fucking
she gave
cry.
her title up.
Oh my God!
You cried. I know you did.
They're gonna bury her. She's not gonna.
She'll be the one to beat Nia.
Yeah.
But Nia will also be the first one to beat her.
Right. Yeah.
And that needs to happen. Streaks were meant to be broken. And this one, it's like, that one, Goldberg's streak, haunted him. And not because if he's going to go 173-0, but he's just like, that's all I am.
Yeah. Right.
That's all I'm about.
You're a fucking
and
win
that
streak.
sucks. And that's what Goldberg really was. I mean, I liked Goldberg in WCW. He brought... The fans were insane about him, but it's like, he was Roman Reigns, where he has 3 moves. That's it. But he was actually liked by the fans. Haha, Roman, fuck off. But, also, I mean, this week I had, speaking of the women, it was Peyton Royce and Billie Kay versus Ruby Riott. And she didn't have a partner. But then Nikki Cross came out, and I was like, granted, she only came in, kicked ass, and then left.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like Nikki Cross.
It's like, I like that. I like both. I like Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott, and I like Peyton Royce. Never mind.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you don't want to hear the rest.
I will trust you on that.
I'll allow it. No. But NXT. I mean, I still feel like they're losing a lot of names, but they're still keeping me interested.
Yeah, they're churning them out.
Yep.
I feel like whoever's
Go over
working
the past
magic at
year.
full sail.
Just think of that. Go over the past year.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point last year, Nakamura was in there.
Right.
Rude. All these people in that McIntyre. I hated McIntyre when he was first with WWE. They gave him a terrible character.
Yeah, I'm still not a big Drew
No,
McIntyre
but I
guy.
like his wrestling. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
His talking, I can't really care about. And, him versus Strong will be good. But did you see, I think it was last week, Ono versus Atami? No
Yeah.
DQ?
You fucking... Cassius Ono, you ever notice they're making him wear a shirt again?
Yep.
That fatty.
And that's going to kill his self-confidence.
It's
Because
gonna
he said
kill
that
his-
was something that he
it's
hated
gonna kill
before.
his career. It's something that made them release him before.
Yep.
Triple H don't like no fatties.
I don't understand why. He is
Triple H
huge.
don't know
Oh, no,
fatties,
he's huge on the
fatties,
indies
fatties.
and, like, ROH and everything. He was huge.
Well, it's so weird
He
because
made
it's
Teddy
like,
Average look like Teddy Lowe.
Get the fuck out of here. To me, it's weird that like you would get released. One of the reasons would be that you're a fatty.
Yep.
Then you work your way all the way back. You get there and you've lost some weight, but then you gain it all back and you become a fatty again.
Yep.
And I'm a fat guy. You know what I mean? I understand.
You're talking to 2 of them right here.
Yeah, but I'm not taking. I'm not taking my shirt off. You know what I mean?
No, I keep it on when I'm at the beach.
I'm not. I'm not senton bombing people or nothing.
Oh, I cannonball people. But KO wears a shirt, so it's okay too.
Cannonball. Have you watched any of this Mae Young Classic?
No. I've read about it only. But I do want to watch it.
Give it some time.
Oh, yeah. Well, you said at first you said it wasn't that great, but it got better?
Yeah, it definitely got better.
Yeah.
There's a big drop-off between talent.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
like the first 16 matches, it's like, wow, these 8 should have won. And then it's like, all right, it's getting better. And then it's, okay, it's really good.
Either that or you have, like... How do I explain it? You have, like... Yeah, sorry. You have... I have a baby, okay? He wakes up at, like, 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, so it's already bedtime for you.
3 in the morning. But, the difference in talent between some of the girls in the matches themselves.
Yeah.
So you have, like, one girl who's just carrying the match. And you really notice it at some points. Where some of them... I want to say it was Mia Yim, Maya Yim, and... Mercedes Martinez.
Okay.
Who
I know Mercedes.
Yeah, she's a New England girl.
New England,
yeah, Connecticut.
Yeah.
But they had a really good match. Like Piper Niven from Scotland was really good.
And I heard they changed it at the end. Kari Sane.
Yeah, with Shayna Baszler.
And she only got put into it because they're going to have a storyline for the 4 horsewomen and the women.
It was so fucking
WWE.
stupid. It was so fucking stupid.
Because I think it was supposed to be Toni Storm that went on to fight her at the end.
I love Toni Storm.
Yeah, she was. I heard she was really good.
I fucking love Toni Storm.
I mean, I read everything.
Her character, her wrestling style. Yeah. I was a big fucking fan.
Have you heard about this other chick, North?
No.
She was at SmackDown. She's got like storm silver hair, like from X-Men, and it's a character that's going to be premiering in NXT soon. She looks badass. It's kind of cool, but let's see how she wrestles first.
One of the other good girls who's been wrestling in NXT already, Sarah.
Oh yeah, Sarah Deeb. Deeb or whatever.
No.
Oh no, it's Serena Deeb. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but Serena Deeb is in May, and
she was in WWE for with Straight Edge Society.
Yeah,
she got her head shaved.
She talks about
that's
that
fucking
shit.
Commitment.
And she just like plays like it's like the lady who got clean and like found yoga and shit, basically.
Right. Every 40-year-old mom.
But she has some decent. She had 2 decent matches, I think it was.
Yep. All right. Sarah Palin.
But yeah, I love Toni Storm.
Yep.
Mia Yim was good. Mercedes Martinez is who I wanted to see. I figured Kairi Sane, they pushed her like really.
Oh yeah,
hard.
she might win the title at the NXT Takeover Houston.
Yeah, so she obviously winds up taking the whole shabazz, the whole ball of wax.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was so pissed off to see all the talent that was there, and then to have Shayna Baszler, who is not an entertaining wrestler in the least bit.
Just name.
And that's not to like shit on her too bad. Like she with some work,
maybe more training. Yeah, exactly.
She could be like a good strong style. Who is Sonya? It's Sonya something for
Sonya
NXT. Dutt? She's like an MMA fighter chick.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I forget her name.
That's the other thing that confuses me about Shayna Baszler. It's like you almost have that character in NXT already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you see the stupid fucking 4 horsewomen thing with Ronda fucking Rousey.
Oh, you know she's going to get in the ring first.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
And what the hell? I mean, I'd rather see...
She's at SmackDown. She's in NXT. She's at Mae Young. So you just know.
Oh,
They're just softening you up for that fucking...
And they're waiting for Cyborg there with Becky Lynch, all the heat, or the playful banter back and forth between those two.
Horrible.
It's just like, come on. Why? It's just so you can get her in the ring and people will watch. She's going to be the female Brock Lesnar. But she won't fail a test.
Cyborg?
No, Ron Rousey.
Oh, okay.
Like, she will be a shitty wrestler, I bet.
Yeah, she's not going to be...
I mean, she'll do cool moves and holds and everything.
But there's only so much judo that's going to be like...
And sometimes you can screw that up if you're pretending to do it.
Well, it's always not like really flashy and entertaining either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially if, like, the rumors was that she was going to fight Stephanie McMahon the first. And it's just like, wow, that'd be terrible.
She just armbars the bitch Jesus.
And I really wish Kevin Owens smacked Stephanie McMahon. Then I would have believed that Triple H.
I really do think Triple H is going to get involved in that shit because where was she for months? She just
That's
randomly,
what was weird. And she's on SmackDown.
Yeah, she just randomly shows up.
Like she got injured the last time we saw her. She got put through the table at whatever pay-per-view there. Was it WrestleMania? No, it was WrestleMania because Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Since Kurt Angle's been there.
Yeah, it was Mania. Because then the other thing is Shane being suspended indefinitely as GM. Maybe you have Stephanie step back in. You know what I mean? Who knows?
She's still commissioner of Raw.
Yeah. I don't know,
but I mean, I can see Triple H getting involved just because family.
Yeah, exactly.
Vince McMahon would just be like, because I mean, even in real life, he's Paul Levesque McMahon, or hyphen. He did. Yeah, they both hyphened.
That's hilarious.
But McMahon is the last name.
But what is it? No Mercy is the next one?
Yeah.
Next pay-per-view?
Show. No Mercy.
Oh, my God.
Show.
That
no
fucking
mercy.
commercial.
Oh, I love that because it was Alexa Bliss.
Shit.
So I was like,
hate that
ooh,
shit.
I'll show no mercy.
You motherfucker.
Have mercy.
Is that a SmackDown?
Raw. SmackDown has the Hell in a Cell in October.
Okay.
There's no SmackDown this month pay-per-view.
Okay.
SmackDown instead, they're going to start it up again in October. SmackDown will be the beginning of the month, and then Raw will have one at the end of October, and then there's Survivor Series.
New pay-per-view every 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry.
Hey, whatever. I don't mind. I'm actually interested in the next couple pay-per-views, so I'm excited. I want to see Braun Strowman versus Lesnar. That was great having him get right up from Suplex City the other night. And even Brock played a good part when he looked like he saw a fucking ghost. Like,
right.
What? Like he's jumped up like, yeah, that's right.
We
Turns
never
around.
talked about...
Even Paulie Heyman's face, like...
We never talked about fucking him putting the Big Show through the cell.
Yeah, well, that wasn't really...
It
looks like he landed on a bed.
That's the second time that's happened, right?
Well, one time Bobby Lashley jumped through the cage and nailed Umaga. God rest his soul.
No, I could have swore that...
What, Strowman did it? Or?
No, that that Show had gone through before.
Big Show threw Stone Cold through one.
Okay.
But that was the Blue Bars back in the day cage.
That's the real cage,
Yep, that's
man.
when Big Show first came as Paul White, his real name or whatever there. He cut through the ring and tossed Stone Cold through, and there was Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon in that cage match. Look at what a dedicated man. Vince McMahon.
Well, all right. I mean, I think we covered...
I just don't want it to stop because it feels so good to be back.
Oh, my God. It's so real to me, damn it.
I missed you, Richard.
I know.
Ricky.
Sweetie.
Ricky.
Sweetie. It's good to be back.
Right.
It's good to be back. As I speak, I'll be setting up like all the social media bullshit again because I'm an asshole.
And I drive.
Get on iTunes this time.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get the RS.
And I drive.
No?
He's the computer, you're social media, and I'm the wheels.
Yeah.
Wheels and the leg man.
And I drive around.
Yeah, right? I cruise in the cruise.
We're gonna figure out when the release day for the podcast will be.
Yeah.
Since we're recording on a different day now, we might release it at a different time.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
There's no rush at all. I'm just happy to be back.
All right, well, we will be back. And, thanks for listening to this episode of the One A Pinfall Podcast.
Bye.